Now we are pleased to welcome from Al-Ahram the managing editor, Mohammed Ez El-Din, joining us from Cairo. Thank you very much for being here with us on Q News. So we're talking about Egypt and Egypt's role in reaching this agreement, this ceasefire agreement, this first phase. What is your view on how Egypt has played its role in trying to end the war in the Gaza Strip?
Thank you for hosting me. Certainly, Egypt played a huge role that will be written in history books, especially in this complex phase with the tension and the suffering the people of Gaza were witnessing. Egypt provided a lot of aid, humanitarian aid and food aid, and for years. Now we're trying to start restructuring and provide Gaza with experts and engineers and in continuing our important role after the war broke out, whether from the part of our president or our government. Egypt's role hindered the forced displacement and always supported the two-state solutions, and Egypt played a huge role in providing aid despite the restrictions the drivers faced and facilitated providing these aids. All of this is a part of what Egypt does for our brethren in Palestine and Gaza Strip, especially. The Egyptian role is very important, and this time there were insistence of working hard and exerting efforts internationally and regionally, and to cooperate with the international community in order to reach a ceasefire and stop the suffering of Palestine. All of this made the U.S. administration feel the importance of Egypt's role, and with all the Egyptian efforts, whether from the political leadership or diplomatic leadership, and the negotiation teams, all of this led to reach a ceasefire and to show Egypt's role also led to closing the gap and stopping the forced displacement of Palestinians and make sure to provide aid to Palestine in Gaza. There are also other things we can't talk about. There isn't enough time to talk about, and many steps Egyptians took in order the negotiations to succeed and reach a ceasefire agreement and start other phases to provide the aid and to start a reconstruction phase and to establish a Palestinian administration with the cooperation of the Arab and international scene and talk about Gaza's future.
Yes, you say there are too many things to mention, and that is true. One of the things I would like to mention is the Egyptian Committee for the Relief of Gaza Residents. What can you tell us about this committee, which is helping transport displaced people and deliver aid to them and also help them get back to their homes?
Early this morning, tens of trucks went to Gaza, and they started to take the Palestinians to return to the north from the south and the middle of Gaza. Of course, unfortunately, the infrastructure is destroyed, and any country would find it hard to reach these areas. The Egyptian committee are exerting all efforts to to provide tens of trucks today to help the Palestinians, and which helped as there was not a lot of cars or fuel in Gaza, so we overcame these logistic problems, and they are exerting efforts to help the Palestinians family whose homes destroyed all over the Gaza Strip. They helped them move safely to their homes and to provide them with food and clothes. A lot of efforts are exerted. There are hundreds of trucks and thousands of tons of food supplies waiting to enter Gaza since yesterday, and even before that. The numbers of the trucks increased despite the fact that some returned, but Egypt are still insisting to provide all the aid as much as possible to our brothers in Gaza and to overcome the obstacles. And the amount of food didn't just increase, but also
Indeed.
medical supplies.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you off. There's so many things we could talk about, but unfortunately we're just out of time. Mohammed Ez-Al-Din from Cairo, the Al-Ahram managing editor, thank you very much for joining us here on Q News.